Welcome to Baking with Nadia. Today we're going to be making a white half-sheet cake. This half-sheet cake is going to be moist and spongy and delicious. It has no oil or butter or dairy in it, yet it is surprisingly moist. Some of the ingredients that we're going to be using are eggs, flour and baking powder that I've already sifted, and sugar. And some of the equipment that we will be using are a half-sheet tray, a sill pad or parchment paper, a spatula, a cooling rack, and we're going to be using a stand mixer with a whipping head. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add our eggs in first. And we'll add our sugar to the eggs. And we're going to go ahead and beat this on low speed at first and increasing gradually for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And the eggs and the sugar are going to beat so they become fluffy and creamy and they rise more than halfway up our mixing bowl. As the eggs and sugar are beating, we're going to increase the speed very slowly, approximately about every 3 minutes or so, until we reach a high speed of about 9 or 10. And by that time, the eggs will be melted in the sugar, and you'll get a fluffy and creamy mixture that will rise halfway above your mixing bowl. At this point, our egg and sugar mixture have risen about halfway up our mixing bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to go ahead and turn down the speed to about 2 or 3, and then we're going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients to our sugar and egg mixture, 1 tablespoon at a time. And then we just allow it to mix and combine and get incorporated well, and then we'll add the next tablespoon of our dry ingredients. And at this point, your mixture of sugar and eggs will deflate a little bit. It'll deflate, and that's okay. That's what it's supposed to do. Sometimes I tap the sides of the bowl like this to get the dry ingredients that are stuck to the sides of the mixing bowl to fall into the mixing bowl and be incorporated better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour the last bits of our dry ingredients. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and gradually increase the speed. And I'll allow it to mix for another maybe 2-3 minutes on low speed, and I'll gradually increase it to about a speed of 9. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spray the sides of our pan with some coconut oil spray so it doesn't stick to the sides. if you want it, you can spray a little bit on your sill pad. Okay, we're going to go ahead and now remove. We're going to go ahead and pour along the outer edges of our baking pan. And this allows for the cake to evenly settle, and so it's even throughout the cake. And then you can fill the center. Use a spatula to get the remaining batter out of your mixing bowl. Okay, I'm allowing the cake batter to settle just for 1 or 2 minutes so it all evens out. And now my oven is at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in, and it'll bake for about 7 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and put it right in the center of the oven, just like that. And we'll give it a timer of about 7 minutes, and we'll check on it. To get the recipe with full instructions step by step, please go to my website, which is www.bakingwithnadia.com. Okay, let's go ahead and see if our cake is ready. And it looks like it's ready, so we'll go ahead and take it out. Here's our cake. It just came out of the oven and it looks absolutely gorgeous. We're going to go ahead and peel the top layer of the cake off, and it comes off easily, as you can see. Just use your fingertips and peel it off. This is because it has some large air bubbles that you can grasp with your fingers. Now sometimes it's harder to come off if the air bubbles are smaller and it's sticking to the cake, but it'll taste better if you go ahead and peel this layer off. And the reason why we actually peel this layer off is also because we're going to apply sugar water to the cake, and it helps, the sugar water can seep through easier if this top layer of the cake is off. So I've gone ahead with a butter knife and released the edges of the cake. It stuck just a little bit. You can use butter or oils. I used coconut oil spray to do that. And now I'm going to go ahead and flip the cake onto a cooling rack or a wire rack like this. And at this point, you can take off your sill pad or your parchment paper. Just like that. Okay. And then you can go ahead and flip your cake back onto your tray. Hi, there we have it. Our white sheet cake is complete. It has no oil, butter, or dairy in it, and we're ready to decorate it. And we're going to decorate it in another video of mine, so please refer to my channel on how to decorate this half sheet cake. Also, if you have less people, you can cut this half sheet cake right in half and it becomes a quarter sheet cake. So I hope you've enjoyed this session of making the white sheet cake without oil, butter, or dairy, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video on how to decorate it. Take care. Bye-bye.